it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. And so another beautiful Friday is right here with us. Friday, we end your Friday the 13th. The most dreaded, or much dreaded Friday the 13th, and then Friday the 13th, but it's 12 days into the 6th month of the year 2026. Good afternoon, and you welcome aboard a yet talk Ghana. Jumedie so a free sabria kopem sedonsia ebebobidi at the Kwaku Kyeremanteng Nkansah KK on behalf of the production team Kofinto Ewaha Nana AJ Francis AJ and so Ewahado ene ewie Sanso ena Ice Tea Ewahado ene ewie obwa with cameras na MCR eye Nana Kwame, the fresh boy Nana Kwame, and so actually the seat ewo MCR eshe na yede another exciting edition of a year talk Ghana abro baby biara wo bia no ubetumi ahwe talk Ghana iti wo fie wo office baby a wo na bia wo hwe ewa kasamfoni so a eye WONTUMI TV so enie mo amopese mo call mo phone so laptops whatever twabi bia streaming live ewo social media don't Facebook Facebook WONTUMI 101.3 FM ewo Facebook WONTUMI 101.3 FM ewo Facebook YouTube WONTUMI TV live ewo YouTube WONTUMI TV live ewo YouTube etibesro fauntuma ebebobe diena no ene ewie ene your packed show coming up. It's another exciting edition of Talk Ghana Sunday American channel. Na ene enra unse na me hwesen ke betumi esua de kakra facts of a year case no, but quite unfortunately Miya a year lawyer Andy Apia Kubi, quite unfortunately yentumi no antwetwe nkomo na yede epeja yemu because Miya no there was a technical disturbance or hitch near maybe esumunti echirero he was engaged yentumi no antwetwe nkomo but there was some in America lawyer Andy Apia Kubi and oye chairman Bernard Enchibuesiako ne lawyer na chairman Bernard Enchibuesiako lawyer Andy Apia Kubi ena enwa yete say wa file manase wako epre or pre a plea bargain enti wako into a plea bargain for a year Ghana Exim Bank loaner chairman WONTUMI ekogoje ya na say sika oje ya no de eye efu na eno ameka kire o say okomu no o hwe eye ne ebinum account mu say case na Nkansah obo entiase baabia because abanyi eba yen or the chairman Bernard Enchibuesiako or the no agent court for various allegedly offenses are omo ehunu say yes odifo ewo hu sa na omo hu no enti ena okokot adichie court ena court ochina court ena ensem akwakoye pi enti Exim Bank de no nso eye baako Exim Bank de no nso eye case baako eno ena lawyer Andy Apia Kubi a file announce what call for a year plea bargain. It is a plea bargaining. Na ene masa at the ebb said ye betiasi adie de wunima na watu buase no asua no atiase na yes o rush obi be say o rush asa o rush debi yes any ye no enti once again I repeat and rather be kan na no wontumi akasamfodi so de ye production team wontumi akasamfodi so efra no pa kopem yan ye 24 hours yesua de da yaji di entertainment movies ne ho kro de bakakra na chese ye informo. So we educate, entertain, and inform. Cardinals in United Ye Jumawa. Ebia in Srohan Kabeka's a political station. Yen yatem anyone to me TV. Hayen yatem ewa. What do we feed ye but two adoma? Free a fidie nachino no suye bibi. Free fidie nachino. Na chese would be bia shobuto. Na wadi agika entertainment ni nyina bi ewu nti ahanya atem didi ehu hia but ye beka yasa maturity ye adwuma wa nti ene will inform and educate and then every adwumadie breaking it back once again. The case involving Chairman Bernard Enchibuesi Chairman WONTUMI with regards or respect to a Exim Bank diano ene lawyer Evans Osei Bunsu ewe fidie so me repeat lawyer Evans Osei Bunsu ewe fidie so bio quite unfortunately enrana lawyer Nana Chiritwie Nana Bunsu Chiritwie and say otnas quite unfortunately went to be entrance caught up in an emergency. But but nonetheless, and then lawyer Evans Osei Bunsu, which were the answer, Yedeno Ebedi Sankomono. Dr. Akwasiche, former regional communications director for the NPP, was Kyeremanteng, and so which were the so and there area, it may fidiano and naha. Plea bargaining. A free enra what ye who ensem na no ene yadu ebewrem na yahwede ye embrado eka se empo obi ka se or call into plea bargaining na kire se odifo ana eno e kire se chairman WONTUMI ese plea bargaining and the lawyer call for plea bargaining e kire se odifo ana automatically odifo ana ebinom mahu so obo kan sempi batene lawyer etnasia ode yen ebewrasa nkomo no egina mu na yesua de kakra Ghana cocoa farmers me mama ha na mapo mu etesei ene cocoa no mu de kwa yetua maka de na nsen ena bihu se honorable Frank Adodompre asabete report omo ekwa pro echinchi cocoa farms no omo the report no akwa akoma eye Dr. Baumia na cocoa farmers no ewie bichia mo ye say 2026 abai edi ababe tudwa say 2026 light crop season sa do mo kan on for a year 2026 no sikado baby ejina ehwa de jina enti NPP eba in 2024 dede bebrebo mo eye kuafo so mo be hwemu mama fiili ai ma mo dodo na eyi NPP reject Dr. Baumia den hihye papa ba because nanado baye adwene kokko akuafo ho no dodo na NDC oh lawyer mo betu bia ba be ai all right enti ba nanado oh adi akuafo sikasem ekogina yie na NDC fo ebeto adwom ye de eguma so ma mumubi ekoto aba edema NDC ama enne mo makro ekosuku kura bu ntwehwem mania atamo eye mo ya mo beje 6,000 aje 7,000 and then erikopoku do kra na ono ena no okasa nsem kase no ono amu kra da ban na mafia erikopoku no koko ho nsem wo position no no wagye agina mu kra no and that to force na mafia ono ni sikasem kra enkoyi na wo koko farmer and I expect say wo sikasem ebekoyi erikopoku na no all promises 7,000 6,000 to 7,000 so the bema koko akuafo no ene ono kura onsu se di sika no emma na no ahye bobo ene o se di sika ma enti minister erikopoku adwuma obo no position etwa track kase ene kire koko akuafo ene onsu se sika ho aye de dia. Can you imagine na wo okuani wo sika no omo kofa do he onu minister do kro beka koko ho asem ne okra the minister ho konye sika na wo awo yokuani ase ho mo fa nchebe wo na wo beya sika ni biadi na bi emma enti ade omo si koko season na ye bewura mu no musika do ba bi agina na agina omo anyi bi enfri so e no omo amfa bi anka ho enti mi hu se bi bifufuro bi abesi se ya ye be kono kopem 2028 no ebedru they drew 2028 akuafo no masa akwa ma NDC wate aban papa na aba e drew 2028 na makoto aba papa e de ama NDC aban because omo ni mo adi ni yie omo ahwe ni mu yie but we no de mo fa ncheme edu ba bia saa ne ye beka no ba binim se ba bia sisi mu gina no de giyame achia den so emuye achia wo chia na achia den so emuye NPP ye mompai enkwane hia se 2028 Dr. Mahmoud Baubia a onu na etu frank adiama NPP no yesa de no babio a nanado ekai oyeye asebia nanado ekai free SHS ne ho kro de ba omo kan so omo be omo de niema pa egu kwan mu Dr. Baumia ebeba nkwa yamia dumunti 2028 yebesa de namba na akuafo mayerem ho mwakwa akotu no boom e de ama nanado Dr. Mahmoud Baumia na niema ya hwe se ya chia no yebetne no na bibia ayekama enti edesa nkomo no wo ho ba bia ebo no egina no Dr. Francis Ba ono eno ye deputy CEO agronomy ene de keke kan crop you know no ye deputy e wo cocoa board osibusika no de omo ntibi mfiri so saa nso no omo mfa bi nkan enti de omo de ema mo na enu ana omo de eto aso enti masha no so sa e de amame da baby a yedri enche me the doctor ba be remu ankasa me ye lawyer ye de ba semna Kwaku ma no funfun bebrebe sei enche o be doctorate
enche me be kwakoye
doctorate in law sir so one ankasa o lecture on the sidelines
no menko bebre atom nsa from ba menko just start
into doctorate
woman so enti pesa me ye PhD no aka
Lawyer Evans Osebos wabiashi working encyclopedia wo pelo na ono adie bibia bo kind books mu nyina or your working law books books digina eguditrim oda kra na nyane na ka say doctor that's a lawyer the constitutional obeko to the about bibia just say obuda yeah akwa feel law he eats law, walks law, sleeps law. The BBI a law. Lawyer Evans Osebo su ewaha. And common the aside the year play bargaining como the regarding Exim Bank Eddie be na yashada matesa and also a PMU na wachi na enkabeshe me mau a year quick facts on the year Exim Bank ediano na me hwese lawyer ebebem na facts no de betumi aka kire wa say chairman Bernard Ntwibuesi akwa asem di nyina no tie nyina no say okoje loan through WONTUMI Farms Limited every Ghana Export Import Bank your friend Ghana Exim Bank na brand the company no so mo ekoje loan na amount ni nyina 18.7 million facility ni nyina no na 18.7 million and no okoye say okwakoje in 2018 na enkode aye na kwia anase ebia agrek ho project bank no 18.7 million or yes okwakoje no and almost 18.7 million no de yenya ma na ebom no yebema 14.3 million cedis into 14.3 million cedis no eno edane eden man na si say NDC ede sikai amano nka ebia we Ghana ni na ukoji loan kra na ebia commercial loan na we default on a year payment no kra na enka no lawyer wa hantie bia ho bejama de bidim ni so WONTUMI en charge criminally na ebom no yes kabaya civil matter fine lawyer wa beja no na aman but in this case state no essay adie no across into a year criminal territory no sadom because a year jubadie ni nyina Nkansah entire process ni nyina no it was criminally procured sana o mine no kire chairman WONTUMI say onam kwan bone so and okoje a year loan no enti o mine no kire say wanye kua bia sada o mine no to chairman WONTUMI so say wanye kua bia but enra me catch us a more na ebrebi mu anasa otahwe UTV a wo se chairman WONTUMI call for interview say the farms kakraka empo in 2018 December 7th omuman first runner up omuman award say Ghana Asante Mantam first runner up best farmer oja award ho and the farms no was secretary central Dr. Akuto every year that time a Greek minister and Nkansah issue the certificate and I say award certificate no I say but o minus one year queer bia the other plan etwetwe so kakra se wa employ workers bia anye ho kro de ba etia no na o mine no de na Kwaku gina court say counts no menka omo prosecute no on 4 counts including defrauding by false pretense, uttering a forged document, money laundering, and intentionally causing financial loss to a public body with the total liability and interest now exceeding 30 million cedis. Chairman WONTUMI ekojina court no o plead not guilty. Omo bisad odi for anase odi bem oso ondi for ewo assembly nyina ho. Then no na say no the lawyer for ahwa asebna ena omo hu no say ebia no mema lawyer ko because eno ne yebeka plea bargaining no oso ondi for but me say bia the lawyer no hu say ade no kra no say assembly court yebechina 20 no ntumo sika no de obetua ebion beba na aka kire say otua sika no tina yebe de say ene our one and only lawyer Evans so say bonsu ewa ha enti endra de yete say lawyer and their peer kubi I enter into a plea bargaining and a plea bargain that eno no so yedim say aba beye emra na edu ye rem no mehwe eye no ye 1079 me ye lawyer ni me nto mebu ase 1079 na e rema me won say no court the American section 35 bi so wo baby say bia no bana say ye repealing and the lawyer wa be papa it your dey ebe radi nyina mu enti e ho na akwa say plea bargaining since ababa yemra em say about 2022 but and ye besua de ma lawyer awo kie tru ababa kire sa de ma ni nyina na eno na wo social media maka no fitianra say bi say de ni odifo chairman WONTUMI edifo ewo ensem no huntina or enter into a plea bargaining that no na me na me kan bro for say entering into a plea bargaining is it an admission of guilt and and then you be sua de papa enti member lawyer ahyase na enche eye kwasiche so ebetena ase na kwasiche tenase a ye be de no de lawyer gina ahwe adamate sinti ka kire wadamfo bi no no so ka kire nadamfo no ka kire nadamfo said the one and only lawyer Evans Osei-Bonsu wagi the seat ewa ha ubetumi akọ eye Facebook eye WONTUMI 101.3 FM ewo Facebook uko YouTuber WONTUMI TV live ewo YouTube nso betumi akọ no wa join yen wo hwe wo phone so laptop so baabia betumi a join yen ewo ho meantime in between time lawyer Evans Osei-Bonsu mema akwa aba
watie fo nyina anu wa fo nyina
obu nyina aje uso
asamo keke
na ena ko court ara
me court fence bata judge no antanase
wa ko fence wa ba okay
me fa fie na ja me fa ba bi chia eye bi ase ne se me de shebe
yeah who said the bia bi who said lawyer aje the club tea and dance t-shirt and say the lawyer wan court na I court the yemfa club tea I don't yemfa bi ra ho
da yemfa bi ra ho da keke
hey na no ade
ko yesa na mpo se wan hye wig ne wa yi na se se bi ajage na nhye de na betimi abota
I don't dey know say you are naked
you are being naked nti e ba sa ajage no nti okra onti okra I remember one day bi achi mini pa bi na enibre so na we say amam for frame ye frame na me dimrika ntenten me tuka me kodru ye kire se me hu entama na me sorry court na nim na me apologize say my naked before the judge na o ma me audience me kan me no ma say bi judge ne say o ma me audience da onya de obetie me enti na we say me ba enti me pie na be hu say lawyer bi die egu e hono na me je hye tem na msan be gina na ni mansan no mutie me kona ya ni breso that day no me de nipa na ko but ya try anya bail dem ana hey so was all prepare now dressing
professional lawyer reading reading lawyer no wakaya kaya dan say me junior just by the way dan say junior lawyer ba me yon kono no na afi na omo afre to boss practicing as a lawyer enough for mokura so practice as a lawyer enti dey say bebrewia WONTUMI practice as lawyers na ja akwache ibi no te ho no mudi yes practice no enough for mokura o see enough for mokura balaya ya me enshira ya ma akwa baby
me so take it
Tuesday and dabe umpoba Wednesday ya no esi nkonya ewa ha na ene meda wasibio se beto nsafrel wasa aba because nka lawyer ya sabna aba no me pese yesua de ni ewura mu pa na chairman WONTUMI ba ebi ahwefo we dey just by the way ba ko amanka lawyer and their peer kubi say no or say or withdraw the legal services ya kasa lawyer kasa or withdraw the legal services na say say no case ba ko akunta mine ze akunta mine dey no sa some by enya dia or be I don't na judgment eba
I know na judgment
eba on July 10 or say on represented chairman WONTUMI ebio nti Monday ena yame ya adoma obepie mu wo court no wachre omofre omo ye na affidavit to say dey no wachre die ntia on represented chairman WONTUMI ebio nti si say no dey na asema ewo ho eno no any whatever it means there you know ye betcha but lawyer command ba bia do na ama ya tonsa e dia afro no ya se bibi di plea bargain na and social media so ya na anopai me hwe one man on class or lawyer jantua jantua so ya lawyer
yeah lawyer
and the judge the mom pene na me say na the lawyer onim say mra na man judge no pene that tie musa but lawyer plea bargain
yeah
the body
so pedasi makeke mensanchia wachiefo no wahwefo nyina na machia ofayiki ene ne nuano mo faade omo ye agent o ton fi o ton bibi o ton plot o.
Oh, okay.
Keke de ne empe o mo nkoton.
You ayo.
Oboni din fa de ho ba bi obi abehu.
Mate.
Keke onim say ya criminal jurisprudence no. The theory I govern ya criminal law, criminal jurisprudence no. Na asembia o de kokota emra na kire provision na kire ekwan ya mfa so. Nti o procedure ya fa so. Ana ewo your procedure ya fa so na yewo ya kan say yewo provision so a yegina so na ye de edi asem no. Now the point is say obi enter plea bargain nti yewo na na yehunu say no enye asem bia na sese ya mani punishment enye asem bia na wose nipa ne ye de ne kotomu enye asem bia na wose nipa no ye de no a try no for full trial enti ensem ni bi wo ha ebehia se enipa no na ye bone nketenkete empokura na ebi wo hono mumpa o de tono so ana nipa no no abeba se ye nhwe ne ensiesie sa asem enti ye mfa emra ebi mra na sa amra ne mfa ne plea bargaining say plea bargaining say obesre ese asem we asem no enye se necessary say udifo because plea bargaining a agreement between the accused person to plead guilty or no contest in exchange for concession from the prosecution. Enti plea bargaining, the full meaning, a plea bargaining is an agreement in the criminal justice system where an accused person or defendant agrees to plead guilty or no contest in exchange for concessions from the prosecution, such as reduced charges or a lighter recommended sentences. It resolves the case without going through a full trial.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to say a plea bargaining is an agreement. Let's just say agreement and between the accused person and defendant and the prosecution. So it can be a bit my civil case cry, a bit my plea bargaining. My member a typical example. Obina obi 2 years kabefa an account and nipa na o keys kano e bank no omi aso say papa no bought wrong name and wrong number so we change account number no ba kokora e be kwa koto obi account mu e na beto nipa na account no so mu ana o yiska no nyina na okodi ye search nipa no e was say call full trial e do e dishonesty e say we receive ska bi ani kwan so receive ka wasa na waka ba sa aboni we no e boni pa ohunu sen obetimi enter plea bargaining e wo court say esika no metua ana ase me de beba. 1 it is a plea bargaining is an agreement first of all in the criminal justice system, an agreement in the criminal justice system where a defendant or an accused agrees to plead guilty or no contest. And it's a word no to plead guilty. If you obetime plead say odi for anase oni for the nenso uncontested. We say obi ha wona na twemanso ase manso no kra me na ntwe biem. Wona na twa asase ho manso nim sa asase no kra ye ne dia. O se sa asase no nya dia me na obetwe sa asase no ho biem. So no contest. And do also timi hu ni say either to plead guilty or no contest. Na just say bi wa uni for so no contest one na make an uni for so say enya dia me na obetwe because you don't want the matter na say be call full trial. No contest in exchange for concessions from the prosecution, such as reduced charges or a lighter recommended sentence. It resolved the case without going through a full trial. That means that no contest. Me who say the same way. First of all, yamfa WONTUMI dear way and na a bass had no mind it na no years and them said 2022 on the act and by the share and then my bear act 1079. That is act 1079. Until plea bargaining and the law no. Act 1079. Yemfa no se chama WONTUMI akọ bank wakọ jisika. Uji sika na bank amount. Bank no was standard form contract na on bank na yeye. And to breach if there is a breach thereof, it entitles the bank to sue you. Bank ni betimi sue no aba beje ni sika. It whether you like it or yes, bank ni sika ndie wo ho. Nti we dan a ubetua. Such a case onipa ni betimi enter plea bargaining. Because
bank ni sika no de woyɛ dan ya ubetua in such a case no ya de utubo kura woyɛ dan ya you see eno kura yɛ mfa wontum because entina me hu say case no ɛyɛ partly civil and partly what criminal. All right.
Case ɛyɛ partly civil and partly criminal no sɛ wodi a a dangerous would ya ehu. You say, won't mean can say nipa na would ne kwako tumua, would need to my bed and ensaka at me as scan. Partly civil and partly criminal. Partly civil in a sense, Udi bank nisikan or jay and won't ya. A can or the bank and a bank and a dynamica and what you chia. Obi or de cabia and a young fauntum.
Okay.
What ya say? As I say, police for Naika, into a Kayam Fenny Pantum, our court to take a decision, I will come. Now, Yebra, baby, me ba betcha say, partly what criminal, partly criminal, the intent, our the Quajisicano. A honor man bear partly criminal intention. Intention is at Mejisicano, except with the Kwaku do it be a mania de no cra. It a honor dishonesty. Kakrebi bounce what dishonesty. But hardly you see prosecution say all tied in the park with Jina court for. Sa dishonesty no, intention no. Ye nyina ye dia dance say ye nyina ye gi loan or bank. Me maji bi pen. Loan no me gi a me se bia me kwa kotwa blocks. But me ni be ba me ho na loan no kra no. Ma san dia ya for. The motive, the intention is to pay the money. Into your intention to pay the money back. Now we start to say with you sika na a hen na criminality wo. Because you are looking for your money. And I'm this sika na ya den aba. In the anami tueska no. In the semi tueska na dia e de be bone na maye. Although my perpetuity me fan said dishonesty also. And I this kind of money. But when the money was given to me, I'm paying the money. Me to Esikano. A do person or tries any pana. Are you going to punish the person in respect of criminal aspect? Kakrebine woman and I ordinary kwa na de na kwa kotumunana. So ordinary kotuma look at millions of what cities and millions of dollars state ni be lose say the pana de na kotumun or kodemu a onya se Esikanen emba. Such cases no partly civil, partly criminal no ubetuma enter plea bargaining. Now plea bargaining and cover cases like first degree felonies. So first degree felonies like murder, rape, aggravated offenses, just say ebia hijacking, piracy, and rape ni nyama ni nyina ye first degree felonies because when say you categorize offenses no your first degree felony, second degree felony and san waba misdemeanors. And this a sa aggravated offenses like murder, rape, hijacking, armed robbery, plea bargaining because any amenable to settlement. But in case I wakwaje bosia or bank na mintua no na de mi gina criminal court because court no your civil court no your criminal but you want to me gina criminal court at the end of the day state in sabekan sikanana. And there was a wound to me lawyers and say so obi enter plea bargaining now. Not necessarily say any pane baby default, but any panel if you call the person at me innocent person it may enter plea bargaining. Innocent person a crowd wouldn't for or to make or enter plea bargaining because any penny be on pay full trial. Any penny be on no man so on pay on say a CC nipa be per CC. And to be on Nico court na send background or some game amanaka and then your friend plea bargaining. Jemu manenka ni yanko agreement na the corona or say bank and the crowd be do for my dear mom. Na a dientina obi bet obi a lawyer obi to catch was a my judge and tiasia in plea bargaining agreement. Judge be any control over the plea bargaining agreement no so. There is no law and now provision be a share plea bargaining act actually said the judge can say me media no. It is only the Attorney General and a bit makasa or the Minister of Justice and a bit makasa so plea bargaining now there by men tiasia. But Attorney General before be accept plea bargaining no one who say it will favor the state. What you say? It will favor the state because Attorney General be who say WONTUMI case way so kokra court ne say okay sika no o kan so de koye farming but e bi kro de koye rules e me no so Ghana for benefit ya hono intention de no okoji sika ne so de ye afuo but this kana koye kwan e ma Ghana for enya Ghana na benefit e ba sa e be de na ache no ye can say money laundering and then say illicit way a they obtain or the sika bi na dia o de agu ho ana o de ya ade bi eno na man be money laundering e je mfa ne say bi okoji sika no is intended purposes no wan fa anye farming but o de koye marketer eno no ekobasa intention na o de koje ye no bone be no aye market ni nipa benefit ana say nipa benefit. So you have to look at the intention and the purpose of what the usage and this nipa no you sue sika no for its intended purposes there e hono criminal in prosecution in so cd wo enunti na du ba bia na ehu be hia say both the prosecution and the accused person and the defendant no mo betena se na mo yen hyehyeye say ene se be ya me emfa how man nti metu eska no ene ma e de ba ne say one a reduce sentences if the accused person no believe onyini hu ni say bia trial we kura no mintimi hu me faith ada say me dibem ana say me di for because judgment e be ba obi ani motemu afọ no na judgment o dey ba enti ana ebi accused person kura ohwe regime bi ayewo mu a ohun se so ye den kura na we innocent no dibem kura na wan hwe ya ebitimi de natum a obetimi enter plea bargain no ate ase enti se onya enter plea bargain na e ma okwan mansan kwa apibiem because the purpose is what to about the ama government bi ana government na ewo power na se ohwe the state a government ni bi or they serve and now they rule this country who ni say oni ni gina court and now do kwa gina court there is no way ye be ma the entire make san ye ba bi tie video bi amo hu and the appeal could be the lawyer for statement be all can it be ma wo hu say basa na the best way was say we say enter plea bargaining agreement if the offense is not aggravated in nature it will enter plea bargaining now under act 101079 now and no Emma unimu faith the accused person may be an innocent person. Obetimi innocent. Ebi kura no oni for. But because of onim ni faith, na ontimi hu their judgment ni betimi akonti no. Wa enter plea bargaining or enter plea bargaining Emma assembly treaty Emma sika krona yeje or the court. It reduces what sentences. Ana Emma yenko full trial. It saves money. But the most disadvantage a woman say Emma innocent person it may plead guilty and I say no contest. It na make sure say pleading guilty back or no contest. It didn't na who plead guilty. Guilty the one who say we for. But plea bargaining to me either you plead guilty or no contest. No contest does not necessarily so under no contest now it does not necessarily mean say I'm
not a lawyer but me say I mean some run baby woman's withdrawal of a year charges against accused baby sir
yes if you when you enter plea bargaining
yeah
then they will withdraw a basa prosecution by withdraw charging because mobile prepare number that court judge na no adopt it and the judge na adopt we are a basa na charges ni na will be withdrawn a basa afede say sika krono je wo exim bank no the accused person will pay
na adia kakra bi sua here there is this court law about section 35 ne year 1079 Section 35 of a year called meaning I think
it's a court act. We can read the section 35 okay, if 35, you have court act here.
The court act here.
I didn't bring mine.
Intina kabe share because na be hu ye bi a be no yen say bi a the way they take precedence but so we no about 2022 and we no eba ya ababe ye mra
when you law that is so
it is say we no na make
when na plea bargaining they take precedence over say the court act because this is it's a law until law no when criminal matters na say me pese me plead me call plea bargaining now then I can rely on
and so say attorney general kwane wo ho to be say bi obeka say yes
or prosecution
me and rather ya be say be nya lawyer and the appear could be but me hwe ahiagba no be announce be at on the sideline simple attorney general they say abia so obo be into it I've not verified that say bia indeed attorney general they say omo was you know so obo be into it no almost so enter but in this case the lawyer Kwaku now Kwaku say sikano sikano
I've gotten the section 35 of the court act that is act 459 in Ghana allows individuals standing trial for offenses including economic loss, harm or damage to the state to admit the offense and offer restitution or compensation to potentially avoid a custodial sentence.
So where does this come?
It's even in support of the plea bargaining agreement. Dr. Section 35 of the Court Act 1993, Act 459 in Ghana allows individuals standing trial for offenses involving economic loss. Say be a minor bokebi, harm. A normal minor harm crime can say a howby or damage to the state and they how be so abre state no to admit the offense say obejatum and offer restitution. That's obepata. And now the state in be ko baabi na wo so ogina offer restitution or compensation to potentially avoid a custodial sentence. In the section 35 no is even in consonance with what plea bargaining act 1079. What you say? Because no boa ema e support say what bo man ka bi ana say what the how be ama o man na ema o kwan say obetimi na o man no aye nhyehyɛ na de o man na gina baabi o gina samre no o man na mo ka na watu asa aka no compensate o man. So section 35 is even in a complement and I say in support of act 1079. So on section 35 but in plea bargaining agreement it is only the prosecution and yet the court has no power over it. Court no there mo enter plea bargain unless the offense is what not aggravated and I say the offense is unaggravated. If the offense is unaggravated and the court no make say you cannot enter plea bargaining with Attorney General. And the court can reject it. But let's ask ourselves, whether or not SSR economic loss way allegedly abano WONTUMI obetimi enter plea bargaining and section 35 is even in support of it, of the court act.
All right, WONTUMI TV so any lawyer Evans Oseibus the Edin Komono na Dr. Kosiche so lawyer
now section 35 na hwadebi oka how does the provision work? I say initiation, the accused person may inform the prosecutor that he or she admits to the offense and are willing to offer compensation or restitution or reparation for the loss or damage caused. So it is the prosecutor or the Attorney General that the accused person and then the enter agreement, court discretion. If the prosecutor accepts the offer, the offer is presented to the court. The court must decide if the proposed compensation is satisfactory. And the court move ya na mo de court nanim. Na court no ahwe hu say saa anhyehyɛ na mo ye no saa empata na de ama wona na so de we na begina ne ba bia no state na ba begina ba bi ogina no fatama mo ana munya ka say yes sir, the court has no power over it. So if you look at the provision, it says that the prosecutor or the Attorney General in the Attorney General kwa na no ne in the Attorney General kwa it could be say empo pesa o plea bargaining but Attorney General no ono kra betimi whisper into your ears I didn't na won plea bargaining ya no mu na ya adwuma prosecutor bi wetima say na dey na we won plea bargaining na me abegina court ono kopo kra no sa asem na odi ugina court ono so hu ni faith see bebu ama na ye mu ama no ente basa na ono kra timi recommend say it's better say odi plea bargaining agreement ba but the medical can say plea bargaining kire say enipa na di for nko innocent person ebetimi akọ for plea bargaining mean say no contest. And no contest because plea bargaining either you plead guilty or no contest to the matter or to the charge level against you.
All right, but as papa lawyer but answer me the lawyer ebewieno and can may try say mema nana kwame play video be type things. I don't know what's happening to my but lawyer enwa lawyer and the appear could be a kasa on a network in Accra. And he was so passionate about Nsema Noka, the NTR or withdraw the legal services for a year. Chairman WONTUMI and one of the cases as a lawyer. They nebema lawyer ebia we dia sebechia babe cancer at this point in time may withdraw the services. Then yana ema ekukodru.
No, medasi keke. When said there are several factors or numerous factors a lawyer be betimi de a withdraw the service e wo case. Na ye wi e behwe and the appeal could be there no enko on its own. Into bon say baby anka a law man can make say sui generis ade bia no nko ne mara e govern no nko. Now mame hwe lawyer betimi withdraw from casing because of accused persons be an answer client be behavior. Or belligerent client be honoma or hard penny and then they will be seen why and also my lawyer beat me withdraw. Lawyer be beat me I withdraw from case maybe crana nisika kra went to yaman ultimate withdraw. Lawyer be honoma a client no a person or control no a money free mrano ese embra no de ye adwuma no person che say lawyer mpese se ya ankasa na wo ye me case ne de ma me na nya sa client ne nyina bi pen oba wo so ade ope na opesa wo ye but de opesa wo ye ne de ne kwa akodi for nti obehu na client bi ba me ha no nra saa na me withdraw from the case me de withdrawal ayi kwa nti me de withdrawal no kwa ne de ne shame ono ankasa kwa ye ne ne ma na ye de ne ko shame ye de ne shame na ase o sa kan hu se na lawyer ne de o ye ma me no ebeboa me ana wasan ba na en na obepa achewo enra no so home point nti several factors beat me ma my lawyers to me withdraw every cases but if you look lawyer and the appear could be reasons are why signing so what any reasons na say utnya video no na boa ubon say me ya analyze video no na ya hunu the reasons ntia ma uhunu say o free case ni now prosecution in criminal case biano the burden is on the prosecution to discharge. In the prosecution, the burden is proving beyond reasonable doubt, and proving beyond reasonable doubt is about 97%. That means that to prove beyond reasonable doubt, I also bear almost 97. But 97, if the defense lawyer no, an accused person and the lawyer no, that defense need to raise single doubt, prosecution's case more, even single doubt to cry it will inure to the benefit of what? Of the accused person. A bas accused person be win the case no. Now, in criminal matters and prosecution they can ask them we order dance for bar. Now be one say defense no so across examine prosecution and then a dance for nyina. Into there will be cross examination. Now we are not re-examination be honoma. E be a baby and sisi so ya I was say obetima re-examination. Now we are not all defense no so abe open o case. Defense ne so open o case afi na also waka wasem into also kan won sama na ye de go paper so the paper ni nyina ho no ma na watenda na de nyina a kire na also prosecution no so ene ne nkrofo so aye wo cross examination omuso wie na re examination bia ho a na maye afi na court na ma mo dem written submission aba said obi asi hu fact no ene mbra no said the city anti prosecution ne ba ye the written submission na defense no so aye na written submission enti mo de kwa na judge na kohwe de fanu ni mienu nyina aye no na judge ne de atoto emra no na ode ne judgment aba I think say wontumi case no ba bi ekoduru ye no a mo nyina aye written submission awie a was set 3rd July as what the judgment beba in a situation a case ye de judgment beba no na hu say lawyer bi de withdrawal letter kwa na chere say aye nwanwa because the new lawyer now obey mun dey be no obey. That is the question you need to ask yourself. New lawyer now obano a o ko engage in a service amana bano na e na sa new lawyer no oba babe. In fact anti appear could be lawyer, I mean no disrespect honorable ebra o kire say or the motion at the srede na koye no that is srede connected supported by an affidavit. Affidavit no what reasons enti or resign. That reasons is best known to the court. It did not mean that we are best known to him and the court. And we are and Sunday bet me about out on just be I reading motion paper no court to a and Sunday bet me about public domain. And the reasons known to me about all Casano. Ubon say video no me kasa.
By practice no WONTUMI and Kyeremanteng bra enko that's the norm.
Yes, so no na say wa file. E bi kwa file ye no. E bi kwa enkoda court no docket no so na file ne kra ne. Me hu say bia wa ye kra fe no okọ file. And say nya file ekọ court there bet me about public domain ama. Any part me obi nya affidavit no or the betu dwa me ave but utie lawyer and the appear could be a video na waka nsem bi wom na me tie video na nsema me hunu se ose one ade ba ko ye ne yan se nipa hunu proceedings e call so court na wo hwe mmara ne de toto ho pa there is no way an client be for
yeah
so utie first statement na or say if the people have averted I'm not quoting him verbatim. But if the people have averted their mind to the proceedings in court, and komu nyina abontre nya ne omo ye no enipa wo di asem wo court na o ma me hunu court records no ba mo di kan de toto abontre ne mu page ne ade say WONTUMI ko jail wadi for ene sa ade a wo no na koma obi oni for ne de ne ko jail de na kire say obi control judge bi de ene niema esi wo courtroom no ono disagree with the judge na ye owie no o go long way say be na no can say anko benya mpo anko be petition Ghana Bar Association na oma bem ana enipa host ni busa na questions I didn't na Ghana Bar Association but not Chief Justice and I say fine Ghana Bar Association or petition or say omodomano ebetum they happen or courtroom and ya depa the ebinmo yesenka ye televise ya anka beboa especially high profile cases or political cases no ye televise ya ebetimi aboa enti na chese one we ni nyina no oso ntimi nhwe ma ye mfa innocent person enkotum na ni nye ho sa enti obekire the reasons ansa na judgment naba. In fact, he's a lawyer or on a right to do that. But the point is that the Ubehuni say, and some no kind that means that first of all, when we say the lawyer was dissatisfied about the conduct of the judge, that means that whatever transpired in the courtroom, lawyer ni be either the judge was biased or the judge was favoring the state or the state attorney, and I say the attorney general. Into a city course or courtroom, no, Sanka televise and could be able to say, and I'm a bonny saying a course. That means that the lawyer is dissatisfied with what transpired in the courtroom. Any judge, no, any those who conducted the case and conducted the matter before the court. Two. Another thing, Andy, as I say, the out there, if you know the two on Facebook who say, WONTUMI, I prominent personalities, a be NDC, as I WONTUMI, or football match ni bi ewo ensawam it is her statement no and naturally say matimi a prejudge matter no it means that munim the outcome of say the case ni siba ahanso ehunu bi da Supreme Court case ni e ba bebu akra ehunu say binuma di Nkansah white amoma hunu say ni e ba bebu case ni dada it honso lawyer and the appear could be satisfied we do nya video na fato so
Nana Kwame where there mesro afei ma send me video no ma wallet ko echo Nana Kwame enchenti the lawyer Ekano kwasi ewa ha but the lawyer Ekano Nana Kwame we there wonsa eka nanka we show enwa lawyer and the appear kubi eko asempa ewiano and you can see the passion in the voice to say yeah maybe we hold man the bo angel so Benra Krawa Sha wo Freddy Pado say on san kabi was a passion no Benra free court obura studio I want asempa no na to say pain the voice more or they kasadientia or withdrawn but you na be kwasi che brand na Kwame get video no ready the amabeno there okay kwasi where there let me crave your indulgence
sure in those cases I can make picture say back court to know about proceedings na sure in those cases I can share with you the record of proceedings in the cases but Nkrophobia Bontin can some very to more but can we honestly convict on the records? Now, I know the ATV calling him.
Fortunately, the record is what is before the judge.
Yes.
If the judge will not be minded.
I always cry that I pray that the court is a court.
Yeah.
That is my prayer. The only prayer that I do, they say, let us see a court making a pronouncement based on evidence.
Yeah. The evidence before the
court.
And not what is
outside the court. And not at the whims of somebody who is outside the court. Now you are where you miss my
for Samurai boy the end of the year, we are all waiting for July 3rd. Our court yes.
I have filed a motion.
What file a motion?
I filed a motion
to arrest the judgment?
Not to arrest the judgment. I don't have that power.
Okay.
I have filed a motion to withdraw from the case. Withdrawal from the case. I have cited my reasons.
Who is withdrawing from that case?
Myself as
a lawyer.
As lawyer.
Who withdraw from?
I'm withdrawing my legal services.
Case.
In the case. Yes.
We are judged. Then
yes. At any point.
I know.
I have a right.
Reason here then.
My reasons are in the affidavit, and we will take that motion on Monday. So I will not discuss it. But I have tried in the affidavit that as a lawyer, what I feel doing about the case like that. Now, I know the prayer, no, any cry, no, for all of us as persons in the legal fraternity. Now, what do you feel?
No, withdraws is here because of what you think would happen on July 3rd.
No, not what you think will happen. Anything, because I pray that the court should be a court. Now, your decision, then I will come and I'll comment on the decision. But before then, I'll sound this warning. Some of my penny because you have any penny more. It stays with us, and it will also be, we will be confronted with it in course of our time. FM. And I will be, Ochana will be for. Injustice to anybody is injustice to you.
To everyone, I agree. But lawyer, why would you do a case? You go through all the initial stages and go through trial. Judge, I'm not data or then a judgment. Now I withdraw. I file application to withdraw.
My lawyer, I check.
Yes.
My proceedings are okay. Anything say me who sent to be a free abontia. I smell it. And if some cases near my days of proceedings. Was it name me was it notwithstanding? I was over. Or chebra, or chep at day. And no one case here in Ghana. That's a summer boy case. They say somebody was shepherding the case. Giddy. Just a giddy. I say, wouldn't you make me? So, what's the next? And then me another case was a cry. We case no 2 o'clock court. Really? I'm telling you. That's what the judge was doing. Yes, we are going to talk about this now. Bar Association. I'm going to petition the Bar Association also. Say, Bar Association, can we sit and let this go on in Ghana within our jurisprudence? And do we want to turn our courts into persons, institutions? Yeah, but the Bar Association may not have jurisdiction over the judge. No, but indeed, Bar Association can speak about it. Okay, maybe I make us say about it. Me, I make us say, I'm speaking my mind. And I want whoever wants evidence to confront me, and I'll show him the evidence. But if that was the conduct of the judge, I don't know, I won't petition Chief Justice, Mom. Well, one option. Okay. The other option is that I'm withdrawing and stating the reasons why I'm withdrawing. Why you are withdrawing? And I'm going before the same judge to state my reasons of resigning before her. From the case. Before judge. Yes. Even before the judgment, Bebano. Yes. Who withdraw from the case. Set me reasons of withdrawing before her. And your client is aware some person will withdraw. Yes, but my country. And none reaction here. And I'm another question, baby. That say, lawyer, maybe in 2 minutes now for me the question. So share Adamate say be as or don't baby. You
see, so if you look at it, the conduct, what share the mood as a senior lawyer, senior most. And to also what the name would near memoir no be lawyer yene. The AC or courtroom, the way you see forceful and yama, the way the conduct of the judge, any the AC in and Tinanko Pessoa de Magana Bar Association Crown was stating the reasons about the dissatisfaction about the judge. That means that once I'm a crown of video swaka, I'm not preempting and I say me prejudge. The me person me catch on and say, make the car catch them say, WONTUMI person de no koje no more than a beko. So the point is, and to say, okay, say maybe me can say MPP lawyers in sorry. I'm sorry because so man sorry. Oh my imagine say, mu leader no nipa we strong no. Yenya de neko wia near the pleasing political persecution. Near the pleasing and Crawford na will be no. I'm obia who say yes. In fact, you can say a BJ or one power once a jail necessary my satisfied because we had the way a manner. Senior most on what they casana nothing say why dissatisfied benchi or Sakra Babon added that senior politicians are omo NDC mu a page bi so say WONTUMI ya de na ko jail ebinu mo ka sa asem enti say happy sa de a na cha somebody kan ebu adenti no kan say if the judge is the court is a court if the court the evidence war before but is using a conditional statement indeed the court no de pepepe ye be ya adwuma no de mara na be ya adwuma de a ene nka WONTUMI nko jail sa no person okire but e be that say lawyer Evans Oseibo Subema waje wa home ewa ha na ma crossover to a year kwasiche beda lawyer Evans Oseibo so as be manager na home na ma kwasiche say bi obeka we kakra na ye be hwa ada matters so aba na wotwia but I have this one from my good friend Osikeke. Tell lawyer that I like his submissions on your program, especially his fine knowledge in law. He's a fine brain.
his pronunciation of the word constitution is wow. Felix Kwaku, a very good afternoon to you, Assistant Director, Doma Central Municipal Assembly, Doma Ahinkro. Hey, Felix, what could be Doma? Felix Kwaku, hey, what could be Doma? A very good afternoon to you, because that man I'm free a year Busumji, the Assistant Director, Doma Central Municipal Assembly, Felix Kwaku, one nice gentleman, also Fini, lawyer Papa, every biana, be woman creator or no, or yeah, editor. News editor will make now with a year assembly. Felix, baby Checha, maybe. Quasi?
Yes, sir.
Nah, what would you say?
Yet I am say that's if I'm a major lawyer. I'm a chair at Tiffany Ashifuna. I am Chakas, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, the party penny for Chamount, Miss Woman Channel. She is busy. No better will be our young.
Yeah, the Piebot because but could to be true, be a send your kind of Jaji case, do it to be who says, Visit Tama Club, kill it.
Yeah, I reading it. Reading it. I think I will be asked party manning in our Manamasina, no observable protocols for want of time. Namendalo answer as he said there was a baby and them a day at chair. Plea bagging and webbing a quadrado for Koye. And I know
plea bagging. Or only the other day. Sir, or yes, so bet you quadrado for the
plea bagging.
Nay, plea bagging. You because Oboya and okay. I was what just 60%.
This is 10% to the 40. It is a plea bagging to me, you must have a gun idea. Not just a
where do the Exim Bank dear?
I just say plea bagging so Juma. What I say? That's a be free bank no class or guarantee and as a guarantee said that day Juma. But me call into a friend say me call into sa a friend say Emranumo because I make a loan no was my meeting.
Yeah, keep your fingers crossed. The ashes. So, some man, the other file. Professor affidavit. I hope crowd about the reasons. Now, pick me anyway.
Point, you know, say, I did a plea bag and I to Morgana. Na Juma. Near who and conform multi plea bagging. Some of them cases so plea bag specific reference to Quadrado 4. Our no waji abana Nkansah. Our boka to the extent say. Or you chief friends attorney general no na lawyer no na lawyer for Quadrado 4 a wojina court that's what me ba e ba be catch say and then no say ade we be plea bargain to the extent say we try 60% the 40 a channel that is what the 100 cedis are we try 60 cedis here the 40 a channel baby o try scan to you obi anim e be kan ne obi anim baby a scanner fa enso so you say we can asem ne de wie Timidity says, Mrano ye Jumadia, Sarkos, no Yamani in Uncos Sana, and Timmy. Nagana has said there, Timbiana Mecase, Ukraine, I do Timbia. May be before me a good to do. Oh, me a good to do too much. Go with Shagan Hapa, Samaphobia, Yeja, Omupa, and Omunina Bontia, Omono etimi Kasa. That is was added Yeja Omusa. Eh? I didn't need to meet Musa. Final warning. Sankasapa, Nakadi, Jumadia. Nakamit me a Kasenkophobia when you quasen can necrano, Omunantia Bontio. Baby, I Niquasen Necra Wasenka, Yomu Mukras, Omuna Mabontia, Omu Enamo, Omukasa. Me once also no Muya members of parliament. Omuna, Omayaka, Maseminano. They were all members of parliament. Umabo Modi D. Abensika. Kese pa eneno yetimi ja bibia His Excellency Nana Adudan Kwaku Adama yetimi ja omuma omutimi fa omudie naka omudie ne kwa de naka ye clear case o anameba omudie ne de naka wasenka anopa na naka ye pia omagumna yakope ye baby etra but president ye say wo hwe Alice wom anasa wo hwe party ma na say omu ye democratic figures are woman, young no yetimi ye jumana, a book of yes, I can't go for
that time, no money, double salary.
Come from a panka, the unison come from a crowd of fire. What did they make an say? Which a woman of Nipa 26 as a 28. Double salary. Or Jimmy pay, no, I say, I bind there, I come home. But me body be mouth. Not for young chef, and no crime, a boy in the yes. Ningina His Excellency Adama. I say, oh, now we must say something for we in a Koguma. But I can't DC kwa mini ni senka members be crowd. The Odika Haruna Drusu. Okay, no.
Education.
Yeah, I don't know the dean that first. Asana Hassan Azong. Asana Fifi Kote. Asana Yokopoku. A Greek, you know. Asana Rashid Pepo. Asana Emmanuel Kofi Amabwa. Asana Edwin Nilante Vandapwe. Mark Owen. Comfort Do. Kujo Ganza. Akona Stevia. Sobeka Womina Sanko for Nina. Baby Nina no almost about 26 of them. I said 28. Omunina. All the parliament sika no say ministerial position sika. What I say? As another share, I say, Mumemra from na yenye bibia na yentimi ma wo mu ntwetwe eska no na fe yenko yanim. Nti se sa ni ma we se nyina happy wo Ghana ha. De nyina na yetimi a witness ya. Na dia se de na lawyer Andy Eka no. Se ma hwe ye na se ne ma ne ko bie gate ni se dia. Na just say no mercy for the cripple. As sa na de no be ko. Nti no yɛhwɛ ne ma yie na me gidi sɛ mmra no sɛ de lawyer kan sɛ obese mmra no yɛ adwuma sɛ mmra no yɛ adwuma na sɛ obi yɛ guilty a sɛ na ɛno ano no na mmom sɛ yɛbɛ push nkrɔfo sɛ for the benefit sɛ party maybe ɛho bɛtɔ yɛ nti no munye se no yɛnyina yɛtumi yɛde ani ɛyɛ dɛ yɛde ani hwɛ mekae sɛ lawyer Morrison so bɛkae sɛ ohyia akrusi wɔ tulip ɛfɛ ne sɛ Lancaster ya jidi se omu bo popo kakakapa omu na na sew omu pe bebi de fire di nyina no jidi se ye nyina ye de eni be di achi ba me se chairman kran se won hyeden no nya ne na so bibia no eso awrade ye jidi se bibia betimi ayeye e de amaye ti obi an se ne yemfa mpa bon so ente be bia obonsam osusu de nema bia akoduru no jidi se mreni dura Nyankopon Nkansah e betima adwene no ama adwene na behwefie na bibia so etimi ayeden etimi akoye ede amaya na utwa yi na just mejili se enano na wo ka bibi about your hospitals no ade lawyer deal with sa legal issues ne there na ma me mbomra mu na me wra hospitals ne there no efa ekwan akando dane wo prefect no fa so a obeso ode lawyer doctors na nim etiatia form no doctors no o mayade papa so mo bie ade akoko bi so kakra kire no a me hu se no ho apopo kakra be se na wochi we de wa nya hoto okọ tamale ekoye nsem basa no firi ho owie ye wode ba rich ebe ye nema basa ansa na wode nenam mu a ese omu obia na wode nam mu no obedu kofa no chi no hu se nya de a eya agudie me de anka ye home match kanya de anka me fa hu se ne omu Nkansah doctor na omu wan no kanya de ye problem ba point no ne se wo twa se de na a doctor no e kana sem no no waka kusi se ye wo a friend say ye wo 37 beds.
Wait, you fetch me. Lawyer, my Sunday, I can't have it. Yeah, I know check out me. I'm just trying to find out, say, a valid idea, but I just say, but because sorry about it.
Say 37 beds, not 37, no. Yet me for 60, 61. Na ambulance, Mako 34. Which means almost about 50. And I walk actually plus almost a 100. And he said, Doctor, be the cat, Mumian suspended at the end of the year. Na yentutu niama. Many ni senka, I was senka bibia, a dear was a problem biadema, a menka akando. But it seems as a pomposity, no, I say a bit, no, ye pijano. Ye do tembico, Kunipan Kwano is in the trace. Who was a word, no guase. 20 Pijanity and Quinipa. And what didn't know Musa or the Quay Sardian Ewo. But I know, and a bieso, Amaya who say, I know a bieso Amaya who say, Nema Omuya, a day a ha hospitals no. And he say, problem Nankasano, I say, a better say, hospitals now a Santa Memoano, a Timmy Ayade, a Timmy Ayajuma. That is the bottom line. Et Mubaya Mone doctors no near their day Casaring in Ano. No be a share no say. Hospitals na kan mo beka ko hwe no mayenie ba ma me mo nanano ma baso and you say Asante council of Asante council for me who you know em de papa
hospitals for
omo fa mo akwatanko omo fa nenko no no amie bie gate no upon no more woman. I'm walking him. But I say, Omu Fanenko, Omu Maninkobi. Because ye dear, a Jumano Yaya, and the young. Maybe I know I acquire Mankobi. Ningina, and acquire your lunch and Namoho, and I see a co-commission Yeningano, Namoho. Sevilla, Namoho. No, say be beer ready. Ah, Dano Cranana, Sevilla Hene, a Casao, our Dana Nadra says, Wabeshe, no, yes, I didn't in area. Sevilla Hospital, MPP by a 9 year, a new 30% grant. Obi a person who be an uncle gogo, no more Sevilla 2016, and as a 2016, as at the time, and another banner. A bit more progress of working up to 2016. I don't always been an teacher from one year the idea. Am I His Excellency Nana Dubai? What me be born more than ye be bia? Am I now power station be bia? I or what? Be this and ne and nano pay ya or case be ye juma, a bit me a juma. It's name one saying this if for by yama am a going in and this if we call Hoko do Honia the Adicas be ye juma by the end of 2025. Then there are no and ye juma near Kokan. No more say Bissasa na Adana mobile no manya, Mangi ne de Kaka. Omu Bissasa question, I am a Fisabia, Menta Crabem, because no cranny yamenim, which I said the Omu Busaye, a case, Yaye e blocks won't to us, e blocks won't to us. And you can answer about Bontin because I don't know when we are. Kebetimia him. But e blocks are Mukasa Muya, 121, whatever 2 craters or some Muyano. You buy a 29 and I ready. MPP be completed 30 at the car. I no a year Juma. A bump for a boy be or cranoa. Yes, I hear dormitories nominated the Kaka 1 year day, and you know I can't at the boy. Hospital, BTS Sevilla Hospital, a year completed 100%. The Kaipa say a court said, and also so no year completed 100%. I bet me a year Juma and I know so Nana Numbaya, you could be a no name penny phoning in a day or more. Ye bar. As a friend say, Crofrom, Cocobe, ye buy ye baby ye, and also so ya him for him penny for in our linging answers so no, I ye completed. As we speak now, no, a month for betting me a cum aquaco yejuma. Baby or cranoa, bet me and was almost about 10 theatres, our accident unit, our primary health care, our SARS system thing in a maternity near the ding in our and son and a mortuary, our baby a can't buy or call ye no, a friend say trade. Or quarter the one and Okura Mochero, and was in Mochre ready. And maybe some who said, Nada Ben a Mochre prerequisite Tanzania be a friend say, ye be a hospital. Me will be that. But they say, who are a bit me cried or baby Niza and I said, baby, I need Baba Beto. Let them a hospital. Private hospitals, so we send the work Mochre. Be pure, everything intact. Maybe a Yinama, me Patria now there, or there to some time I call a friend say,
yeah, show footages.
What I say, it's in the Ningano can be added to say, Jumadini D. Amanesi any. I fear Nanopa. I said, no, but it's so Buja and Ficas won't be here 80-something million. And I'm saying, Chronobana Buja man for whom I did this answer me more. 1 year when in Beguasi. When in Beguasi, you call me Kaipa, a deputy minister, a former deputy minister, a Miamem MP. Atuma MP. You know, the minister in a call afraid. A cocoa share, they're not carry a drainage. Everything was intact. They're not carry a drainage. I know Muka about 18 million and a bibisa. I mean, did say, or move down crowd. Met me actually figures no near the amount. I know no near 18 million. Then I could see 80-something million. Bibi Biaho. In Fidiani Bibiaho. Bibia was a hospital in Biaho. And that time, no, so no, Omu and Yama or Omudi Yajuma. Mamma found 2 on record say, as at the time of MPP bar 2017, no, now contractors not free site. Now contractors not free site due to Omu Sika Sembini at the day until some penny 4 years won't say, I quite anymore. What your cement a guho, almost about 5,000 bucks a guha. I say, I no crown and I names a Omudi Bayer earthworks, no, a year payments, no near the Omudi Babayer. And I wish iron was a good tree. A good iron, a good cement in the chair. Then Yasan Kitwa. And no my Dibaya Jumano, no was Omudi Jumano, Ningila Guho. And this is for mobile. I was saying Kamushe, Namutimi. Namitis or Mukase, a Mahama, Mahamu, no more. Mahamu, any idea. sa after hospital no by 2008 and a president Kufuor ya ho hyehyɛ nyina wie omuni eroja the invest for a year sans hyehyɛ no ade wie omu ba ye no awrehosam no ne sɛ omu ba sɛ omu be yi hospital na free ha no mu di akotamale omu ye free akotamale eno no omu ye ho bibia kra jai edi free ha baby anaka omu si after hospital hospital military hospital no na ye opposite Prempeh College baby a interchange popular interchange no efa no ɛho na no omu si eno ti na ma omu ko bubu sa soldier for run houses ni na omu ko bubu edi free ho ba interchange ni ba ho no na yesa ma ho na ye compact kakra eno omu ye ho sese ateki ye ranapo afi akoto radin sano ene ni mpanyifo ni nyina na ba ye no omu se dabi ade ne mamu free Ashanti region ha because ha ene ye de koye nkrata ni nyina ye manim free dɔn manim ko yi free tamala o ma sa de konkran si de Kwaku kantete sani military hospital ho ene omu se he fa ne ha ye ba Kyeremanteng bonsu ye ba free akoto ye na po regional minister that time omu nyina o parliament adukufuo no omu do omu na si form say no yempene ene yakeka won sema na san baye e baye na wo se ba Ashanti region kra no mu preso enti ateki mpanyifo bi ti se e fami se Georgia ba efe Benito bienum enu do mu na si form ne nananom didi nkomo ansana omu be pass ase de wa fari ama ya di project na akọ project ananka wo say ya shase 2009 no omu transfer free 2009 2010 2011 12 13 14 asa no mu ko kate so 14 etu wo ba ye no 8 years went me anwie ada na wo expect to be ba na say 8 years no onwie ya na wo so kasa aso project ya ye kan wase medin akasa mo saba 90% plus what I say about structural works ni bi akoso a omuguso a omuye but na nyuma no be bro ho a ye nyeye temu aba no ba ye no otutu ne na atwemu atutu ne ma kakra wo msa ko sise ye ko ho ame de masote ye so mo saba 18 million there about but no na ye for sa drainage no ne sa nyema kakra earthworks a eka woni sa beautification bia ne ade a omu beye e de aka ho enti na wo ba ya aka atake 1 year akando ko ho okoho said the minority for ko ya akando ko ho ko hwai ebe ke kansem di babanya tem sa de na asi wona aban na meye ne ade enti wan kasa akando no said the wo ko ho a wo kasa ye no ne nyuna ya expect senka wo be ye minister no ka first point of contact no e ho na wo so ko na wo bojan so matrase mo anya ho adwuma wa trase ya be kan ne na obeka cheze mo ko peska 80 something million akodi enti no 80 something million dollars ene ehia se de kwa koye ye ka chom so mu hweye ya ka chom so mu hweye yo amakwa menu no so mu fo mu nan si fom na obia ode ka bia be ba beto Ghana for so no o mu fa nkrata ne nchi o mu no mu tia se ye mpene mo obia amfa ska bia anya yi afa to so mienu no metu ewo nkrata mu se amakwa hene so se afa ne yakototo ne ma begu agenda 111 numu ansa na yebie ana mabe no wagoto omuko ho ya yekohwe yi bibia even nurses quarters one fridge ne ade nyina si ho omu TV omu kettle omu microwave omu bibia si ho ade nyina no
se doctors nurses be papa yeju
odo baga ko no akwa yejuma ba bia no wa bibi wa yenye everything is intact ntebe so mu se skabi no mu pese o mu kodi a yan kancho mu se nyade obi abepene yenim ade no ene ye yan kasa so ne ye adwuma ese sense na nado ka che wasi nkofo no anye wo makuma mu agenda 111 no anye wo makuma mu adwuma enti wo bunya mo nyina mu ye na mo hwe se nkofo no bo mbeto aso a wo nto aso ama so ba de be no ka wasi de ebetimi aye no aye 35 na ye hwie no ene ebetimi ahwe ne abie ya ka nyina ye mo anan enu wade mankrofo ahan enu masisi na wo bi ayensi ade de ama community ama mo be ahwa yarehwe na so de koma private individual a say a private business no ba be ye enti benefit anka wo benya wo so no omo sanka
35 no cry the akoko ko ndi ba ya bi no
kwa man no me de keka ka wo ayi ya fa ne say de wo ayi ya fa ne say de wo ya wie aka kete bi a ye wo say tell kwa de 100% completed 100% wo say nipa kom dan e ko bi e kwa na kasa e wotumu se na ni age ayetwa da hene na mu nana no kasa e wotumu se wo mani age a bibia kwaso kama mpanyimfo ne ade nyina e ba behweye ye pon ye kura ansa na nana be firi ho no amanfo wura mu a ne ade hu de ekoso wo videos ni nyina bibia wo hase a ni nyina a kirew enti na de me ade na wo kwakoto bra mu akon wo koto de e na de aba begu ho ento na doso mo hwe na mo mie bottom line ne say MPP ba ye no o man wi a mo mra na mo mebie na manfo nya ba bi nkoye ne be ba de ba ko ye me concern no nya hospital ne nko a say hospital ne nko a de a say na nkofo mo ba be adwuma but e be pija economy of that area amo na ye important pa wo say ayi ama friend say John Muhammad ne nkofo no mo hwe say apart from getting nurses, doctors, paramedics ne o mo be adwuma hospital no a bit boost to the real economy of the area. And I say, be pija ho. To the sense, say, Osha, Omuka, Prabia crown, home big junction ho. Edi nipa ba hospital in and out crown. Sikabi piho. Beton yemo ho. Mami di kwa di koko be ba be se kona ho anopa no kra. Awo be ba be tobi di akoma your patients no kra no. Anu kra ye skemu a. To atase, obi kra wo wa beji asase amanfo kra wo a, omu pese omu bie drugstores bi amase pharmacy bi wo ho ni ade a ebetimi na economy na ye 24/7 it is a woman hospital na ye 24/7 na eye den na home market ye 24/7 hospital a ye constant guaranteed nurse for be ba no pa ewi anwumre a wo benya 24/7 na e wo nurses no market ya wo si ukosi asi muntumu so ni nkra ya si won na be ko ho kedi akra bobo 7 ni atum kedi ya makola wana tra wo man be 12 anasa market ayi Ghana has nyina ayi Central Region ni ade nyina emu dia na trans say about 12 midnight because it wo kwaya was me kodija be des me be bon pesi what is asem we be da it seems that 24 hour no anya wo talk through lemo mayade a wo se ade din bi atu bibi so keke ene aye se be ba na ade atoso but ade aye kan nyina no ne say hospitals na ye kan ho asem any sa agenda 111 na ye kan ho asem no bebrebe wo ho a ye tu ho anamo na ba bia ye duro no metimi akanam de asizo se e wona nim kase pa se yade a abawo ya wo betra so yi se yade a wo aniswade hunu se obese obi a menyi ni se wo se yetimi nya 2 minutes kura se ye ne kan ho asem o ka so be 35 as we speak se si aye kase no ontimi mo ba kokura so ontimi say one kura out of 36 no aye fa ni 35 no aye fa ni hefa en wo ye se si aye kase no ontimi say e do ontimi say no na ehwa na betimi de na gyesi so say we na obeya ma ya na say we say na ba ya ma ye etimi de ma men kana men se me ka de ma say in fact any kwasen ke se no o se ke bona chi say onko ye e ade ye na se de so wo so kokoye but onyankoye de a na be ka tell ne say bra momodi a na kokoye go wa na odo anu ka tell nurse for no say oba agenda 111 no obeto aso no atimi awie obewie ni nyina say be ya nurse for no benya de automatic posting. That is what you told the nurses. Nurses no class yempala wa yepo automatic posting. Yempala wa yepo automatic posting. Sa no mukache. Na ka obenya se waba na Ashanti region ha yetimi anya 17 projects. Ya hospital projects yetimi awie bia ma wo. Wo hwe trade de ye kai anu say ya wie bibia. Wo hwe kokomi ofori krom ha ya wie bu aman afija bu aman de no kra de Mijini is almost about 90%, 85 to 90%. Oko insuta seche ubawa manso dubia makranso kwabna kwa obuase. Anu so akaka krebi. Afo ubetwe kodie afija kodie asiwa ya krofom edujama ai adanse asokwa asokwa mampo de midu obi ana miraho. Eme ye trailer shopo. Eme trailer articulator eni apaki ho. Eti mi bisa se de me ade no mo pese mu ba bi asokoro mampode no no me samu te wudu a friend say Aswasi post office ho na wo turn right traffic light no nifa so we dey call asokwa mampo ho na we sane from baby articulator for now bobe pono na hwe ubenkun so a eno na si be pono so kakraka no eno obi dan ho aya agenda 111 kakraka ni nyina na enwo se no so no mutaka wo ye dan ya ye ma onkrofo eno kwa ze yesi wo mu nti wo kwa na wo so do anu tum na sa agenda 111 na wo asonase wo no yetimi hwe na yetimi ye dan eyi fi ho edema afa wo wie mu na sa wo ba nyina hini aye tumampunua district ho and also so kra na wo wie wo ba oboaso wo ba oboase e friend say trauma center ye wo oboase ya and also akona nim kakaka pa wo se nkabana no megini se yetimi ayi ensa e de afi ho wo na psychiatric hospital onwe and also so ya pege mu kakaka pa de si ho sesi ya no ke nyina na ye hwehwe senka ebetimi akwa animu na bana no etimi aboaye wo de wo hwe almost about 17 hospitals yi na ebia pharmacies 200 ebia pharmacies 200 shenka employment awetimi anya babra nurses over 50,000 nurses egufie awuntimi amo mu babi enko na ma mu babi enko no wo mana da de say iskasem scanning na wodi ugoto Bank of Ghana asoso what go do no edi ugoto Bank of Ghana de asoso azan wetimi afa nurses eti ya be kan na de so say Ashanti region uba betimi aka say MPP when it comes to health apan bien no government and they sabe abeshim ye ba environment projects so ka environment projects makumakunum throughout a friend in Ghana Ashanti region ya makumakunum a ye shase a ye wieye e wo ha wo hwe bibi te say maso kwanta ye wie fefa na ye ka say amanfo ye mu adwuma wo hwe twede ye wie wo hwe sabronu mu ye wie wo hwe dobonso ye wie wo hwe swame ye wie a ene amanfo kum ayarhwe 5 of them started and completed here in Ashanti region asana wo wie bibia so a yeside of anochi mother and child unity aka ho enti sanka mo baye ana ka mo de mani to ye na almost about 15 to 16 story building na wo first konfanochi eye mother and child wo ho na ka ne motimi aba bewie na ka yetimi de maternity for nyina ma na ane nkoda ni nyina do makọ ho a there will be more than enough space e wo confirmatory for everybody to survive many opportunity ekokohwe contractors no ye adwuma ne adade mene na nkoso hwene na pia na kwam twitwie okoye inspection mene nyina na koye that time ye ko confirmatory ho ye ko central market second phase project no kohwe ansa ne ye ko airport akwa sa project nyina na otumi se projects nyina akukọ nanim kase pa no banana wo pese ewia ka banana ye wie ba ye bisa ho sa dan ana jo mahama wotimi aba beja sa ne ma we se nyina agu ho na omo wo so munya employment no omunya na yesi ye kọ ne akwa ye market na de ba ko no mu ka che say 24-hour market dia na te say store bia wo de be han bia no wo de be han ni pa miensa store ba ku bia ye ni pa miensa ne be han akukọ adwuma no pa namba kwa wia namba kwa nyumre na wo constant one na agenda 111 Mr. President President of the Republic it will be catch say agenda 111 onyansa nim edu tambia na mo me reserve ya kasa nkakra nyansa nim se e besi agenda 111 na bom no ono na ambitious project no ono na jumu de nyansa wom so obesi 261 markets. What in logic na say ye women there we see 261 markets nyansa wo maw na momo there ye healthcare no e betimi na ma me no oyare a obetimi akodwomo wabra wo betwe 111 no atimi ama na ye adwuma wo be ka tese wo 111 no say obi pese o gibi na osia be de be ma na ni ade Mr. President ya ma last one yankase ya de mo BSc wontimi nsi a jaisi ho MPP ababe ba no ba beto so netimi a benefit nipa a wom na omu a wom wasa areas no esa mi am kromu trade yi ba ya mama amanfo so so ayede etimi anya adwuma wo kro no na wo hwe baby a hospital no wo ekwan ni bibia akọ kama na wo hwe sem komutimi ye hospital no na mo spaces so pe ekro na nkasa be pija no ekro na be pija no what I say man no to basis no me towels no me ade nkodanta ade ne ya ya de basis it say dey work on fanochi ombetimi anya baabi kwata work on market center bi ho a ombetimi anya baabi atena ombetimi ayi wo madwuma so won hwe na eno onye ho adwuma no nya so onam a wakasa sa ba rules ko pe de a osime de tractor aba me kwa de mi so ko fa plant no na aba osime ko de tractor 150 e de aba o de be de won kwa nanim na de oba ye na adwembo ne kwa na de sikro mu ase a o ye jo je se no onko no onko ye adwuma no na emu aganafo na hotomra
meda se kwasi chei meda se papa former regional communications director and so ene on Nawatri hospitals Akenrem minority Babeshe minority parliamentary health committee say nananum so so omo eko no mo de omo ani akwa hwe
so mo ko wi ya na that is for the when be ba ho so mo ko wi ya na na fi o so bi bia ni ho ba ya se o mo ma bi bia si ba bi esi
so ya twitwa bi bia go kra dada but ya to adwumade no so e bia me ba kwasi enchen ebiwa be hwe time yes me ba lawyer hola ma ba kwasi enchen kakra e bia wom cocoa prices light crop season no ba bia gina na gina 6,000 no ansama almost say ejaba so e conform nti sise no de ba bi ejina na ejina omo entu but the free by you know still e bi sanka omusika but me chat time no kakaka lawyer plata na me send ma no dia still be nya verification no be dim say bi obi na akwa akoye na yi bi dia but we call operation recover all loot this your maybe a page operation recover all loot page now. Justice Remsai, I believe on a post 49 minutes ago. Or say update in Republic versus Bernard and Chubuesiako, aka Chairman WONTUMI and 2 others. Summer Boy illegal mining case. That's into brackets. The Attorney General will raise a preliminary legal objection to the motion filed by counsel for the accused, Andy Appiah-Kubi Esquire, for leave to withdraw his legal services. The Attorney General will argue the following points: jurisdiction and capacity and standby. What friends are standby? Capacity and standby. The motion is scheduled for hearing on Monday, June 15th, 2026 at 9 o'clock in the forenoon at Criminal Court 4. Court Complex, Accra. And we're supposed to see in red objection. Now we say social media the case now.
You see, it's very interesting. Okay, it's very interesting. You see, all right, is obi file motion, also betima file affidavit in opposition. But as to whether or not say obe CD, affidavit in opposition is also another matter to be discussed. And Tim Fanny Andy Appiah-Kubi as a lawyer, or filing motion or withdrawn a legal representation. It's a matter of a crown filing motion, or the cost of my withdrawal service. It's a letter, not the court. May be there now, obey. While filing was attach reasons, and the reasons in a uko oppose me reasons in a unpayment and withdrawal. Now, what is the issue about jurisdiction and capacity and local standard? Now let's look at all these words. Now, jurisdiction. What is jurisdiction? You can say jurisdiction. You have 3 types of jurisdiction. You have territorial jurisdiction, territory. Maybe a court will say DSM. So territorial jurisdiction. You have subject matter jurisdiction, and you have personal jurisdiction. In the subject matter jurisdiction, subject matter na ye di no. Say court no what jurisdiction so better so. SS Hammer boy case no. What na so and now want na so. Meaning baby a angle of the jurisdiction free ba. And also a territorial jurisdiction area was a econo and ya hona echo. Ebia and the Appiah-Kubi a filing in the kwana. And our personal jurisdiction. So I trade jurisdiction when minimum angle obe fraba because on my detail of jurisdiction cra obe raise as a preliminary what objection. Now, osan kasa aba local standard. Local standard, as you saying, Latin word, is the legal right of a party to appear and be heard in court. So often referred to simply as standby. It ensures that only individuals with a genuine, direct, and legally recognized interest in a dispute can initiate a lawsuit or challenge a decision. So only recognized individual and obetima challenge a decision and then you find a local standby. So the court does not recognize any busybody person. So are you telling the lawyer say no you busybody in Tina or we drawn to or propose a court no say no you busybody. So what I'm saying is that the local standard, the meaning of the local standard is the only recognized person and or right to a genuine right say obey appear before a court capacity. So the court will not recognize any busybody person. That is what is term as what.
It's not just a lawyer and the appeal no or right.
And minim how OC abababe raise objection in respect of standard. Local standard or person or back and send your court to the man of quine no be a legal argument about standard. So I don't know the angle or the free standard.
And for they so excitable base and what it can be gumuna
personal right. If you read that, if you see lawyers are governed by rules. Your rules if a lawyer wants to withdraw on a service at any stage. Lawyer bit my withdraw on the service. Once a judgment into me, the lawyer has every legal right to wait my withdraw the service.
It's maybe a do so bet me I would withdraw.
Not leaving your client to cry bit much before my catch as a usika, my withdraw. At that time, to the banner binding. So, it be a detailed explanation. Affidavit in opposition now, Babe oppose no. Obey oppose said no. It be as somehow can court on Ntesa and Tessantima court on a man of crime and withdraw. That court cannot, the court of law cannot put what fetters on the lawyer's right. As to say, lawyer the person withdraw. Now say I'm putting fetters on you. Say, that is the legal right. The law allows a lawyer to say obey me and withdraw now to bring in a letter of disengagement. As I mean to me person may represent to be because even proud to judgment and some judgment to be banner. That's a judgment in a cry banner. When a client in bit must be who lawyer need be for even appeal cry. And he proud to appeal no crowd obey me disengage you and as a lawyer and submit me withdraw. Even and it must be applied simultaneously, and I say it could be applied simultaneously or mutatis mutandis with necessary corrections and necessary amendment. Because lawyer be betting me I say a client be betting me so I say my firewall lawyer no environmental degradation, environmental what pollution and answer was saying no allegedly. Whether or not as a WONTUMI, if you read regulation 43, regulation 34 to 43 of the Mining Act, it's clear, well stipulated. I say, who say nipa, we ye manager, sa company na ye mining no, sa manager na wo hono, ye do to company na no. If there is any environmental degradation, be an pollution, be you will be held responsible, but not the leaseholder. It does not talk about the leaseholder. We are all here. We will be interested as lawyers to read the judgment of the courts. That is not the only charge level against him in respect of that particular case. But we will be very much interested when the judgment comes out and we will peruse the judgment. You be kind judgment no. Say 3 days or 4 days you be kind judgment no kura you be kind judgment no. Because me who say and the appeal could be so or for personal reasons. The reasons of he said the courtroom ontimi containing as a lawyer. At times, KK, the lawyer is right. At times, courtroom the judge be ye. It me ma say afi kra the where I practice kra. I went to a certain court. Me person me body. I didn't my client in a buyer. I went to a certain court. The me be a judge in person be my kwan. Cross-examination question cry me busa so mentro. The reason being that said we can't find who against accused person or the new jail. And me refer to presumption of innocence. Article 19(2). A person is presumed to be innocent until proven otherwise. Police if one are charge. 18 a case number menu. Allow me to ask my question. Judge in so on into one trial not just until one day I absented myself. May banameka benya problem, but the comments made by the judge or can or courtroom no that day I may withdraw my service. I withdrew my service. And to me withdrew my service no accused person also ehunu says ade na judge ne kan anything na ma withdraw my service. And the accused person also petition judge no dem withdraw letter ne kan. Now the judge is begging or pleading because of the content of the petition accused person na or the withdrawal letter no so akoka ho na the ho betimi a kire no. And that was the comment made in the open courtroom. So at times judge ni betimi make utterances be against you the lawyer because of that particular case na waba betika na behavior bia na SSS that day no two way na to nothing. And the following week me ko honum I had a serious argument with the judge Okanamaka or said this is my court, and I said this is not your court, it's the court of the republic. You understand that? Because by virtue of reading constitutional provision, it's the court of the republic. It is not your court. You understand that? So we had a heated argument. Later, when said me kono, I feel me buafu. I catch them say, na me mini say meka eskasa and fan show. You see the point? You know referee and why you be lawyer need be pen. And then Brano so chile says so be the nasa brewa. It was so at times police for creating me young from so Kakanadi Obiko jail. It was a court no, if my justice et me prevail. You see, we should stop political persecution.
It's not just the justice, some side control oral page and so on.
In any case, you file affidavit in opposition. You file affidavit in opposition, then all the two lawyers you go to court and make your legal argument before the judge. You understand that? Let's see the solid argument you make. I believe that. Me person who say o kana maka no biya than a loss but now at the end of the day me lose so I who say me.
It's way better.
They do that, you see, the day that the table will turn. Also abekwa coin e bi kra na wo kra, excuse me, I mean no disrespect to me. Now what Dr. Slim sign and na chill. You understand that day we see. I'm not saying say wontumi aye bone amentumi. Let's follow the due process of the law. Yama justice and prevail. If you
and they said that the court
absolutely. I'm telling you, politicians control. And then I make us say, if you read 1992 Constitution, I'm talking about the preamble of the Constitution. Always I mention preamble. Yeah. Why? That is the very foundation of our law. The 1992 Constitution. All provisions in the 1992 Constitution. Ebia nya ni root no e free ni root no the preamble. It says that in the name of the Almighty God near the National Cathedral no, at the two say we believe in God. What I say, we give to ourselves our inalienable right, and we give to ourselves this particular constitution which shall secure our freedom, personal liberty, fundamental human right, equality, everything be biawum. Now equality no busa say President Mahama ne best school or no be na okwana. So where lies equality? So there is a difference between constitution and constitutionalism. Constitution is a legal framework, but the constitutionalism is the fetters you put on the government not to exceed the powers. And when you do that, that is constitutionalism. It means that the government will stick to the preamble of the 1992 Constitution and work according to what the law says. So when you put fetters on the president, it means that in the powers, in the nema or your broso or person exceeding the powers are who put two fetters. It is Jacob Zuma, South Africa, Obekon, Ubonsi, jailing near Nakwakotum. Yadnakotuma, that is constitutionalism. We have a constitution, but we don't have a constitutionalism. There must be what? A constitution and a constitutionalism. When there is a constitutionalism, fairness, justice will prevail. Asem Kokota obe follow the due process of you will not be manipulated by any president, you will not be manipulated by any political figure, but you will follow the due process of the law and administer what justice. When it happens like that, I'm a friend of constitutionalism. So there is a difference between constitution and constitutionalism. We need to what? Blend the constitution with the constitutionalism. Either than that, whatever we do, no, things will fall apart and center cannot hold. Because at the end of the day, the BCN say political party be who say what the charm might be akotumu dia e dia bi ono so be ya or de yami enso be kwakotum the next government no oye dem ono so ne dem be ko because e nipa na pointing nipa de ne kwatena the nipa so betumi afa phone afre aka cha say judge we e nipa na manipulate kura e man ko judge bi anim. You understand that computer you manipulate and you am particular judge you MPP lawyers wom you NDC lawyers wom san you appoint MPP judges e do court you appoint NDC judges. So if you want to practice unanimous FC, we should continue. And the day will come that all of us will come for it.
We keeping our fingers crossed. There be Aduma Monday, lawyer and the appear could be so beko. now why man the reasons in here or they withdraw the legal services and no they about to oral page just about almost an hour and ye say objection and I object court one object here now kabibina base then yaje say Monday or object meanwhile oh my happy birthday happy birthday to you Nane J or Hamburg in Germany Nane J Hamburg Germany Bosheba say always happy birthday and it's also coming from your children Aiden, Daisy, Evangeline, Daniel Obujina show happy birthday. It's in or Hamburg in Germany and it's from your children Aiden, Daisy, Evangeline and Daniel wishing their father or daddy a happy birthday. Also from Bosheba into Yame and Tuum Kwemno Wode. Kwasi, yes sorry.
Yes sorry. I'm crying. I said Danny Beans. And they say,
21 over 21 billion. I must be better. It's good to be the 21 point. I hear billion.
It's not really pested.
I don't say here.
Maybe the nan come more the judgment number. Then
or by a cry to say, who's a operation clear all looters. Oka. Adani Oka. Omomia Cromfona, Omobe Discano, Omono, Jaro Muso Munko. Now, they see a recover loot. Loot Ben or there, or recover. Now, since I need it, Majidi said, I can only be our deba. Only be our deba. Only Bakuya or press conference, Attorney General.
He said, yes, I was a Buabon into a press
conference. I only be our neighbor. Because me, I'm a lawyer, maybe I will be a mammy channel lawyer to Jagu. 122. The channel Papa. I don't know, can't be chair, or see Obini Bibia or Kamame can be watching. Was he no that could not abet? Yes. He who has not cannot give what is has not.
Yes.
And
if you don't have, you cannot give.
You cannot give.
Nemo that could not abet.
Nemo that could not abet. It won't one Kasana, one mutual, one munishi. It won't fashion. Nina so better na Ankolano Muasiano. You don't Ankolano Jame. You know what I say? Waka Bibia to one.
You got them Wako to know. Nemo
that could not abet.
I remember about quit plantator solo credit. Quit plantator.
Okay.
Solo credit.
Okay.
What is affixed on the land belongs to them.
Solo the yaman.
Quit. Quid.
Quid.
Plantator.
Plantator.
Solo. Credit.
And it's a no woman.
Okay. No, the last one, the two messages. Ras is pa locator.
It's there's 13 speaks for yourself.
13 speaks for yourself. That's a man.
But
the misread the baby. Mounted to a baby Obiano. No child, no, or lawyer. Yes, a lawyer can say for us. I am pop and Pabonson Chairman.
Yeah.
The Sarah, they say, be bien or town from the Baya, or says a 2 year. Now she say, Bia, so town for Yano, a big drug. Nametiasi, baby Bia, no, a BC. I'm Jilly, a Metias and Fahon, and then we best or Mokofa or Moani judgment. No, and in Sarah, the Nkansah, there was so Bogu be any so many cano crano, or one cano crano, a bit yaw.
Now share yes speed justice Rems I don't know can say judgment beba July why wakosha white
who cases the beba was already
but they say dear and near Mercosono.
It's a judge quite miss on who didn't come up and said you must see the cases beer. Which means Omo Bia can say Montantem now, and when I know my I say where you're right, where you're wrong. But this seems that a proper name may be fast any other, but I'm fat.
Yamati say, Yami Aduma, Yagina, share Monday. Sir, reasons are a lawyer and the appear could be WONTUMI lawyer. And also back can before the judge. Reasons until they withdraw the legal services. Now, you share player Justice Remsai also the locals why stand there, you know, and also the back on the near Bessie court. enti ye bompai Monday ye nyina say nyame ade enkwa ebecha ye de hu ne ebeka yandi yo ai
oni ohini jane mo ka ho
team ni nyina mate enti ayempai bo kopem eye Monday no medal